What's up, guys? So, WrestleTrivia, he's got these videos that's like Jeopardy style wrestling quizzes. I've watched the latest one and it's so entertaining. So I'm going to start from the very first one he posted, which is episode 4. He said the first couple of episodes got copyright problems. So I'm going to start with the very first one. I'm going to play them on my channel. Shout out to WrestleTrivia. His channel will be linked in the very top of the description. I'm going to start playing these. It's so much fun. And let's just give it a go. Play it with me and let me know what kind of score you get. Let's get this. Okay, so it's you guys all know Jeopardy style.
It's the weekend,
just keeping track of what score I'm
which
getting.
means it's time once again
for everybody to come aboard
and play Wrestling Jeopardy.
Wrestling Jeopardy.
I'm your host,
that's so cool.
Kevin J. Callis.
I will obviously, when he gives
And
the
hopefully
clues,
you've done
I will
pretty
wait till
well
the
over
very
the
end of the
first
clue
3
until I give the
episodes.
answer.
But if not, no big deal. That's not how your story ends.
See,
As always, here are the not-so-extreme rules on your screen, and it's as simple as this. Just when you think you got the answers, I give the questions,
there will be a 5-second pause, and it's
something
obviously
like
score
that.
like
Just let me have this for a second.
Anywho, let's go to the board now and check out the 5 categories you'll be quizzed on in this episode.
Oh, that's
Starting off, we have AEW debuts. Next up, from a land down under.
I should be okay with that. It's probably
These
going
are
to be a
going
lot
to be
of
clues
Rhea Ripley
all
and stuff
about
like
the
that.
continent of Australia and the wrestlers that come from there. Followed by Let's Get Political.
Like stuff like
Political.
Jesse Ventura,
These are going to be clues all about
McMahon,
wrestlers
stuff
who
like
have
that,
tried
probably.
their hand in politics. Next up is tag team mashups. I'm going to give you the name of 2 wrestlers, and you're going to have to give me their mashed up tag team nickname. And the 5th and final category this episode, which is always our audio category, is themes in reverse. I'm going to play an entrance theme song twice. You're going to listen to it, and then you'll have 5 seconds to give me the correct answer. And now for the thousands in attendance and the couple hundreds watching at home. Let's jump right into this. All of these clues are going to be worth 200 points. These should be so simple that even a caveman can get them right.
Not cool.
Let's kick it off right now with AEW debuts for 200. After stepping away from the business for 7 years, this wrestler made his debut on AEW Rampage, the first dance, in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois.
In case you guys are playing along with me, keep your own score at home. Let me know what you score.
The answer here, of course, the one and only CM Punk.
I'm not trying to steal his thunder by giving the answer. I'm just showing that I actually got it right because I'm going to reveal my score.
All right, let's move on to From a Land Down Under. Born in Southern Australia, this member of the Judgment Day has been eradicating the WWE Women's Division since 2021. And the correct answer is
Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator. Rhea Ripley.
And Judgment Day kind of gave it away.
All right, let's move on to Let's Get Political for 2. This 45th president of the United States is also a WWE Hall of Famer, class of 2013.
He may or may not be the current
That,
president,
of course, is the Donald Trump.
It was a terrific time.
All right, let's move on to tag team mashups for 2.
I don't know how I'm going to do with this
The
one.
Miz and The Big Show.
Oh, that's easy.
And the correct answer,
Showmiz.
Showmiz.
Oh, that was such a cool tag team. I really enjoyed it.
All right, and on to the final clue of the 200-point round.
Well. Or Biz. It still sounds exactly the same, basically. That's going to be John Cena, of course. Oh, I thought the clue was done. I thought,
you know who that is? Of course.
I'm still getting used
to
this.
It's the GOAT, John Cena.
Who? As of I'm recording this, he fairly recently turned heel. What do you guys think of the heel?
Or as Santino Marella likes to call him,
John
Cena.
You know what? You have a big mouth, John Cena.
All right, that does it for the 200-point round. I know you went 5 for 5. I know you have 1,000 points because you're that damn good.
Oh, it's true.
Whoa,
Let's go on to the 400-point questions, and it brings us back to AEW debuts for 4. 2021's All Out pay-per-view concluded with the double debut of these 2 wrestlers.
I'm going to write down 400 so long. Daniel? Okay. ads. I'm watching his ads for him, obviously.
This was an amazing time, something I haven't seen ever in all my years of watching pro wrestling. When Adam Cole debuted, followed by a few minutes later, the American Dragon Bryan Danielson.
You know it's all about
He looked so happy.
On to From a Land Down Under for 400. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce were better known by this name. I'm Ron Burgundy? That's kind of what I sounded like.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, the answer we're looking for is the Iconics.
Are you professional? Did you go to journalism too? Or did you miss that class? Did you
miss that class? That's what happened.
No, I know how to ask questions. What's the matter with you?
All right, let's head over to Let's Get Political for 4. This WWE Hall of Famer stepped out of the fire and into the political world in 2018 when he was elected mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. And the correct answer is Kane.
Glenn Jacobs, as he's known now by everybody
otherwise
in Knox
known
County.
as Glenn Jacobs. And we're on to tag team mashups for 400.
This could be tough.
Edge and Randy Orton.
Easy.
And the correct answer
Rated
is
RKO.
Rated RKO.
Such a cool theme
All right,
song.
finishing off a 400-point round, we're going to themes in reverse. Listen to this theme twice.
Is that Seth Rollins? I hope it's Seth Rollins. That was a tough one actually. That was legitimately
that is
tough.
the visionary, the revolutionary.
Okay, I've got
Seth
2,000 points in this round, so I've got 3,000 in total at the moment. That was a tough one, but to burn it down, that,
all right, 10 down, 15 to go. Let's go back to AEW debuts for 600. At this event in 2020, fans had no idea that Sting would be making his surprise debut.
What was the event Sting came in?
And the answer we're
Wasn't it
looking for
Winter's
was a
Coming?
special edition of AEW Dynamite that was called Winter is Coming.
Yes, nailed it. Okay, I'm still.
By the way,
11
did
for
anybody
11.
notice I'm wearing a Four Horsemen shirt because it's episode 4? Come on, give me some credit here. Let's move on now. From
cool.
a Land Down Under for 600.
WRESTLE GOOF shirt.
This Australian strongman was originally booked to tag with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 19. However, he was withdrawn from the match amid concerns over his lack of wrestling ability. And the correct answer is Nathan Jones. All right, that brings us to Let's Get Political for 600. This wrestler may be royalty, but that didn't translate in his 2 bids to become the mayor of Memphis, Tennessee. Man, that's back-to-back political questions about the volunteer state of Tennessee.
All you do is plow the fields and farm and the farmer. Is that how you talk to Memphis?
The answer we're looking for. Who is Jerry the King Lawler?
What is this?
All right, here comes tag team mashups for 6.
Tag team mashups could be tough.
Cody Rhodes and Damian
easy.
Sandow. And the answer, of course, that we're looking for here is Team Rhodes Scholars.
I'm actually doing really well.
Closing out the 600-point round with themes in reverse. Listen to this.
Sounds basically exactly the same. And that's of course Edge. I like this guy, he's so cool.
The answer,
okay, so I've got a solid 6,000 points at the moment. Would it be a final Jeopardy round where you can double your points? I hope so.
All right, 15 down, 10 to go. We're headed back to AEW debuts for 800. One of AEW's biggest debuts was Jon Moxley, also known as Dean Ambrose, at Double or Nothing in 2019 when he threw Kenny Omega off of this.
I know what he threw him off of.
And the answer, if you remember this, he basically fireman carried Omega off of a giant poker chip or a poker chip set. If you said poker chip, you get the answer right. Congratulations.
I guess
All right, we're on to From a Land Down Under for 800. This wrestler portrayed an Australian bushman in the mold of Crocodile Dundee to capitalize on the 1986 film's popularity. Coming down the aisle from Melbourne, Australia, and the guy's theme song was Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sports, who is none other than Outback Jack.
Oh, come on, Outback Jack. Come on.
All right.
I knew it.
We are on to Let's Get Political for 800. One of wrestling's most flamboyant personalities, Jesse the Body Ventura, became the governor of this northern U.S. state.
Got this one.
And the answer we're looking for, Minnesota.
Now Jesse the Body Ventura knocks off 2 major party opponents to become governor of Minnesota.
All right, here comes Tag Team Mashups, for 800. The Acclaimed and Bullet Club Gold.
It's something scissors.
This is a relatively new Tag Team Mashup name. But if you think about it, it's the Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
I'm going to give myself the L on this one.
On to the final clue of the 800-point round.
But the themes
in reverse. So far. Listen to this.
Oh, easy. One of my goats. One of my current goats. So, of course, Kevin Owens.
The correct answer, Kevin Owens' theme song.
It all sounds exactly the same in reverse as well.
All right, that's 20 questions down. 5 more to go, plus Final Jeopardy, which actually
we are doing a Final Jeopardy. That's
6 more questions to go. But now is the time. The steel cage begins to lower. The toughest round of this episode. 5 1,000-point questions. Strap on your thinking caps and let's test your wrestling trivia knowledge. Starting off with AEW debuts for 1,000. The live crowd in this New Jersey city basked in the glory of Keith Lee's debut in 2022.
It's Atlantic City.
And the answer we're looking for, what is Atlantic City?
That's an easy one, in my opinion.
All right, we're closing out From a Land Down Under for 1,000. During a tour of Australia in 1930, wrestler Abe Coleman learned a version of this move after watching kangaroos fight.
I can only think what a kangaroo could do that a wrestler could learn, and that would be that one where they double jump.
The answer we're looking for, what is the drop kick? However, this would have also accepted the kangaroo kick.
This was purely a guess. Like, just absolutely purely a guess. I'm glad I guessed it right, but it was just
All right, here we go. Let's get political. 1,000. This wrestler attempted to gore his way into politics in 2016 by running for the Michigan House of Representatives.
If Gore didn't give it away, then you're not an old school ECW fan. It's
the correct answer, Rhino.
The man beast. I'm doing better than 1,000. Well, the one was purely just a guess.
Tag team mashups, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne.
I've got it. It was Air
And the answer is Air Boom.
I liked him as a tag team. I really, really did.
Enter the Perthshire house draw, and not only will you have the chance to win this idyllic house,
making him a little bit of money.
All right, and last and certainly not least, here's the 1,000-point question for the category Themes in Reverse. Listen to this.
Oh, come on, how can I not get this? It's one of my goats. It's obviously the best tag team to have ever tagged. It's the Hardy Boys. So if I tally up my score, I've got
That's the Hardy Boys.
6,
Not the Hardy Boys,
11.
but the Hardy
I've got
Boys.
13,400.
Because it's wrestling, you need to end in
So
like
I
a
wonder
Z.
how much I could stake on the final Jeopardy. If I can, I'm going to stake all of it. So I've got a possible grand total of 26,800.
All right, you made it through. 25 questions down. Final Jeopardy to go. How'd you do? Good, bad, ugly?
I think
Like I
26,000.
always say,
I'm already giving myself the 1,400. I think is respectable.
now are you ready to bet it all? Let's find out this episode's
Betting
final
it all,
Jeopardy
every single
category.
point I got.
WrestleMania locations. There have been over 40 locations that have hosted the granddaddy of them all. Think about that for a second. Now it's time to make your wagers.
I'm
All
betting
right,
everything,
time
of
is
course.
up. Let's take
It's
a
a
look
magic
now
rare
at
points.
the final clue of episode 4. WrestleMania has taken place in California more than any other U.S. state.
I think I know this.
How many times
That
has the
depends.
state
I don't know
played
when this
host
video was made.
to
Was
the
it made
show of shows?
after or
Good luck.
before Mania 39? If I remember correctly, I think you made this video about a year ago, which would mean it's after Mania 39, which would make it 7. 7? 7's my guess. I'm locking it in 7.
Boom, boom, boom. WrestleMania has taken place in California more than any other U.S. states. How many times has the state played host to the show of shows? And the correct answer is 7 times. Starting off with
Okay, so I've
WrestleMania
got
2 back in 1986,
26,400.
WrestleMania 7
really,
in
really, really ecstatic
1991,
about the score.
WrestleMania 12 in 1996, WrestleMania 2000 in 2000, WrestleMania 21 in 2005, WrestleMania 31 in 2015.
Thanks, buddy. You are goated. I'm definitely going to play these videos, these quizzes of yours very often. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what score you made. Until next time, peace.